Hello, students. We will continue with the same class. This in this class we will go through the avalanche photodiode. So far we discussed about the PAN photodiode. Now a higher version of photodiode that is called avalanche photodiode. I will share a slide. Okay. So before going to avalanche photodiode, you should know what is the bandwidth, uh, of 3 dB and rise time of a photodiode. Okay. The bandwidth that is you might be studied since your S3 classes. S3 dB means 3 dB bandwidth, 3 dB down, right? And that is 10 to 90% a rise time response. That is TR, and determined from the diode capacitance. So you can see that. Uh, so diode capacitor. This is photodiode. So we have the diode depletion region. There is capacitance, right? So capacitance equation is epsilon 0 A by D. So what you are getting here is so you will have a junction capacitance here, and there is a load resistance. This is a load resistance. So based on this, the diode capacitance CJ and load resistance RL. So F3dB is decided by these two factors. So that F3dB is equal to 1 by 2 pi RL into CJ. CJ is the junction capacitance, RL is the load resistance. So the rise time is equal to 0.35 by F3dB. So need not worry about the how we reach to this particular point. You might have studied in control system or other this network theory. You might have studied this one. How you got this TR is equal to 0.35 by F3dB. This is not so important for the time being. This equation is considered here in this module. So just to understand, this is a bandwidth of a photodiode, and this is the rise time. So the response time or rise time. So we have a dictator, PAN photo dictator is there. So how the photocurrent changes with respect to the incident photons. So incident photon incident on the photo detector at the 0 time, I mean 0 second. So the photocurrent start flowing in 1 second. So that is called the response time. I repeat. So the incident photon, we have a photodiode there. The incident photons, that light energy incident on the, we have a time axis there that is from starting from 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and y-axis we will have the photocurrent. Correct. So when the incident photon incident at 0 second, the photocurrent starting from at 1 second only. So that is called the response time. That is an example. So in real time, it is happening in microsecond or picosecond time. So a good working rule is choose a dictator with the rise time is equal to 1 by 10 of the shortest pulse duration to be detected. So in detailed communication, we are transmitting the information in the form of pulses. So the shortest pulse duration is equal to 1 by the response time. The shortest, for example, I taken here, the shortest pulse of the incident light is 10 nanosecond. So what is a working rule? As per the working rule, the response time should be 1 nanosecond. So then only we can detect the correct incident pulse correctly. So that is a good work. That is about this response time, F3P bandwidth, TR. Okay. So you are coming across any doubt, please contact me. Okay. So now we are going to the avalanche photodiode. This is very, very important examination point of view. So the major disadvantage of PAN photodiode, we studied so far the PAN photodiode. So each photon generate only one pair of electron hole and there is no internal gain. So we have the photodiode and we know how the carriers are generated, electron hole pairs are generated because of reverse bias. And so one photon generate one electron hole pair, right? So there is no internal gain. So amplifying. So after, so we are getting the electron current, that is IP, photodiode current. We can amplify the photocurrent, correct? So current amplifier we can use, but that amplifying the output current after the detector stage introduce significant noise. So amplifier is a noise source, right? So one way to deal with this problem is to design a detector with internal gain. So if you having a detector with some gain inside, then that will be more good, right? Because there is no need for an external amplifier. External amplifier actually gives noise to the system. You studied from the communication theory. So amplifier is generating noise, right? Thermal noise, Johnson noise, all those noises are generated. So avalanche photodiode is device with the internal gain as high as 100. So compared to pin, suppose pin the responsivity is 1 ampere per watt. So the APD can be the responsivity, that means 100 times. And responsivity increases means the photocurrent also increases. So responsivity equation is IP by P, right? IP is a photocurrent and P is the incident photon power, right? So this responsivity increases means the current also increases. So compared to pin and APD, APD has larger photocurrent. So without any amplifier, that is very, very important, okay? So this is some fact. APD have, since silicon APD have sensitivities in the range of on the visible region as well as the IR region as well. That is first window, closing the first window up to 1100 nanometer, while germanium photodiode 800 to 1550. But as we discussed earlier, Indium gallium arsenide and Indium phosphide APDs provide better sensitivity in the and spectral response. Okay. So the APD structure is very, very important. So APD is PAN photodiode operate under reverse bias, high reverse bias. I forgot to add here, high reverse bias near the breakdown voltage. So we have the structure like this. Is very, very important examination point of view. So it consists of N layer for N plus layer. This is N plus layer followed by a thin P layer. Very thin layer of thickness is very low, P layer, and intrinsic pi layer, a lightly doped P layer. So pi layer is called pi, or it is lightly doped P layer and heavily doped P layer. Okay. So the working is very important. Electron hole pair generated by, so as in PAN photodiode, the first electron hole pair is generated by incident photon whose energy is greater than the band gap energy. Correct. So when these electrons are attracted by positive polarity and the holes are attracted by the negative polarity of battery. So holes are moving this side, electrons are moving this side. So we had seen the electric field intensity in the last diagram. So this junction and this junction higher electric field intensity because there is depletion region. So an electron reach the region strong electric field, that is pi p junction, this junction and this junction. It has high kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means momentum will be very high, high speed. So when such electric collide with the lattice structure, so the collide, so there is immobile charges. So these high speed electrons and holes are collide with the immobile charges, that creates additional electron hole pairs. I repeat, so high speed electron hole pairs generated due to the PAN action, they because of high electric field, they collide with the immobile carriers and generate more number of electron hole pairs. Collision is the main. That is you studied in the first semester itself, how avalanche photodiode are working. Okay. When such electric electrons collide with lattice, may generate new pair of electrons. So that again get high kinetic energy. Again collision happens. Again electron hole pairs are generated. Right. So such secondary carriers may accelerate, create additional pairs. So that is called avalanching. So overall gain is earned by the multiplication factor, which is defined as the number of carriers pair generated by a single pair. So multiplication factors are there. So initially it is working as a PAN photodiode. Incident photon generate one electron hole pairs or more number of electron hole pairs. Then it is getting high kinetic energy. Because of high kinetic energy, it incident on other immobile charges and produce additional electron hole. That is called multiplication. So you will get a multiplication factor. So the responsivity of APD diode, so R is equal to I photon by PO. That is the familiar equation we studied already. So in PAN photodiode, this is equal to without M, this factor. Okay. When PAN photodiode, so R is increased by N times the photodiode, the responsivity of FA pin photodiode. So this is the working of this one. Okay. I hope you understand. We will continue next class. Thank you.